Hello, my name is Keith Thompson, and I'm with the Avison Young Hospitality Group. This is our second quarter video. It's being shot on the 20th of April, 2020. And I've been doing this a long time, and this is probably the most heart-wrenching video I've ever pulled together because the events of COVID and what it's caused in economic value, loss of life to our industry is just heart-wrenching, something no one ever thought could happen, including me, and it's probably the toughest video I've ever shot since I've been selling hotels. But I'd like to start and share with you a little bit about where we are now, which isn't going to take very long, and then we want to talk about where we think we're heading in this marketplace, and I'm going to try to make this video as short as I can. But again, this is being shot on April the 20th, 2020, third week of April. And this is our second quarter video, and this is as probably about week 6 or 7 into the stay-at-home or work-from-home situation with the COVID-19 virus. So thank you for watching this video in advance. Where we are today, Star, ending the week of April the 12th, 2020, has 3 stats that I never thought I would see on any video screen. Occupancy for the week ending April the 12th was 21%. Average daily rate lost almost half, down to $74. And RevPAR has lost 83% to $15 RevPAR. Again, been doing this a very long time. And I've never seen anything like this. No one has ever experienced anything like this. There is not any baseline, any history, any metrics to where you work out of this thing. And anyone who says that they know what's going to happen, my guess is they probably don't. But I'll share with you what my opinions are. And again, everyone has an opinion. I'm going to at least share with you what mine are. 2 slides first. This is AHLA, and this is a very compelling slide. Recession of 2001 after 9/11, occupancy dropped to 59%. You could still cover operational expenses and still have NOI, and you could still transact and be around other people. Recession of 07 through 09, occupancy dropped a little bit less. It was at the 54% level, but still you had the social component to where you could still make sales calls, you could go to conventions, meetings, and travel, and all those kinds of things. The COVID situation, now again, this is very recently, and this has taken a national average, dropped to 25% occupancy. Again, the week ending April the 12th, and again, this is national average, the good, the bad, the big markets, small markets, everything was at 21. But this is a level of deterioration that no one has ever seen. COVID is a global thing. It's not just United States, South America, the UK. It is a global situation. And while many are beginning to think we may be coming out of it, I personally am not so sure of that. Personally, I'm not even sure that we're halfway through what is happening here. But a few personal thoughts first, if you will allow me that. It's the most heartbreaking situation I have ever seen. I've got very dear personal friends that own many hotels that will not make it through this crisis. Many hotel companies that we had at the end of 2019 will no longer be hotel companies. My guess is within 6 months from now. Loss of life is just heartbreaking. But thousands of hotels have closed. Millions have lost jobs. It is an unprecedented economic impact to the hotel industry. Many hotel companies will not get through it. And Arne Sorensen, the chairman of Marriott, probably said it the very best of any opinion I've seen so far during this crisis. He said, and I quote from his words, "The most severe and sudden impact to our business than 9/11 and the 2009 financial crisis combined. Most severe and sudden impact to our business the 9/11 and 2009 financial crisis combined. That's the most succinct explanation, I think, of any advisor group I have seen out there here today. The human element is just breaks my heart. This COVID situation. I live in Atlanta. There are a lot of people in Georgia who have died. Many are infected. They're literally in my neighborhood where I live at the hospital that is 3 blocks from where this film is, from where this video is being filmed. It is simply heartbreaking and also extremely frightening as well. The sheer loss in jobs to hospitality is breathtaking. No history prepared anyone that's watching this video for what we're having right now. There was no economic models. There was not any crisis models that have ever been developed that prepared for the United States for what is happening now. Our hearts go out to our clients, our friends, our acquaintances, people that we know. Our heart goes out to everyone. And just know this from Avison and Young. We will do almost anything it takes to help you if you need us in any regard regarding any hotels. Valuations will help any way we possibly can. The post-COVID-19 plan, we're all going to pick up the pieces. We're creating a new model that I won't spend a lot of time on. The model, the draft just came out actually here today. We hope to have the model completed by the end of the weekend. But it's unlike anything we've ever put together in the history of our company. But it is a valuation that has 2 sets of metrics. One is a pre-COVID valuation. Second one is a post-COVID valuation. Then we have a pro forma for 5 years, and with a chart and a graph. But the pro forma, in years past, everybody within the hotel brokers community, they always had valuations from year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not like that now. It's literally a value metrics on every quarter for the next 24 months is how ours are built. We don't get to an annual projection until year 3. But it is a graph and a line that at some point, hotels, there is no cash flow now. Anyone who tells you this is going to be back in a few months, I would question that advice. But there is a point where you're going to have a top line income, a total expenses, and an actual NOI, not EBITDA, but an actual NOI. And at some point, there's going to be a red or black line in this graph that says this is our projection on when this hotel will get back to profitability, meaning that there is any NOI. And my gut feeling is that's going to be 12 to 18 months on the average. Now, there are some, hopefully, that will come back quicker. There's going to be some that may never come back. But so this model we're putting together, we're going to try to get one together and use some stock photos, but try to put this thing together, and we're going to send it out to everyone so that you can see what the new model will hopefully look like. And while every broker is going to have something very similar, they're probably all going to have these same components that we're going to have in ours. But again, a pre-COVID value, a post-COVID value, and then how we literally see the next 12 to 24 months getting ramped back up to where it begins to cover operational expenses. Of course, I just said this. They're going to have pre-COVID, post-COVID. This is not a few months away. I've read virtually every news article, every opinion, and some are saying that by July, August of 2020, things will be back. I don't think, my personal opinion, I don't think that's what's going to happen here. My personal opinion, and we believe, that the path back to profitability, I'm talking about just to where it covers its operational expense. It's not paying any debt, just covers operating expense. We think that's 1 to 2 years away. We believe the path back to 2019 values is 3 years at best, most likely 5 years. So again, we believe the path to profitability is 12 to 24 months, 1 to 2 years away. We believe the path back to 2019 value levels and how transactions were happening, we think that's a 3 to 5 year way. This BOV is not something we can do 25,000 of them. We're going to be inundated, I'm sure. To some companies, there may be a slight cost, but the value of this document is different than any other BOVs we've ever done, because if you own hotels, if I owned 5 hotels, I've got partners, investors, and I have a lender. And this will give you the material that you need to share with your investors, partners, your bankers, your lenders, to share with them the path forward on how you see your investment on this hotel competing in that in that comp set, how you see this thing getting back to profitability level, and the dollars it's going to take to keep it alive, and the strategy for coming out of this inverted curve that we now find ourselves in. So we think it's going to be a very valuable document, and we're going to probably, to some group, charge something. But it's not just one BOV. We believe this BOV, if you're a hotel owner and you got 5 hotels or 20 hotels, this is something you're going to have to probably get updated probably every quarter for the next year, and those next 3 to 4 updates are going to come included in that cost. Again, it's a format that will help you. Avison Young Hotel Group, we stand ready to help in any way we can. I'm standing before you the 3rd week of April of 2020, shooting a video that I never thought I would live to see, the devastation in our industry that I have. It is heartbreaking on a human level and loss of life. I just can't find enough words for it. It's unlike anything I ever thought I would ever witness in my lifetime. And yet, here we are. So we stand ready to help you in any way we can. There are other choices, certainly, within the brokerage community, and we respect any of those choices. But if Avison Young can find favor in your eyes, we would love to help you any way that we can. Be safe, keep your family safe, and try to keep your company as healthy as it can. But let us know if we can be of any help. Again, this is Keith Thompson. I'm with the Avison Young Hospitality Group, and have a very and hopefully healthy balance of the 2020 year. All the best to you. Thank you.